a couple of days ago, I talked about the whole Emma Watson thing with J.K. Rowling, and the Critical Drinker has made a video about it. So let's watch it together. It says, "Crash and burn: the Emma Watson story." This is a betrayal. Emma Watson is a backstabber. All right, she's backstabbed the feminist movement, and all girls are like,
oh dear, it's not a very good time to be Emma Watson, is it? From child actor to indie darling to big budget star, and finally to whiny, controversial and divisive activist, increasingly disconnected from reality and now publicly ridiculed by one of the biggest names in modern culture in what may go...
I gotta admit, man, J.K. Rowling still looks really good. Look. Look. If J.K. Rowling was like, "Hey, I need I need one male from the Orient to be in one of my books and movies," and I immediately volunteer as tribute, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you want to see the Aglo? I can show you good time. I can show you the Far East moment." She looked pretty good. Okay, she looks pretty good.
Down as the most savage dressing down in history. Ever since she exploded onto the big screen with the Harry Potter franchise, her acting has carried her to the very cusp of A-level stardom before it all came to a shuddering halt in one of the most baffling acts of career self-sabotage outside of Rachel Zegler.
It's Hollywood, baby.
A woman who pinned her reputation, her public image, and her entire worldview on whatever happened to be most popular at the time, never considering that the cultural winds might change and what's popular today might not be popular tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Emma Watson was like a hardcore like feminist, not so long after all the movies were done. I would say she became a very prominent voice in the feminist movement. I think probably in the 2015s and 16s and maybe even to the 17s. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember she was at the forefront of it, and she was like spearheading that, all women, women's rights, women's this, we don't need men and stuff like that. It's like the fourth wave feminism movement, and it is, pretty crazy, but her original thing was like real women. She talked about real women and people who are biologically women from birth or girls from birth, right? And then during, I think later on with the whole trans people started getting more stuff. It's I guess more stuff, but more more relevance in media or something like that. I don't know. She got called out, and then she all of a sudden is like, "Oh yeah, all women, even trans women. If you identify as a woman, then it's a woman." 2013, 2015, yeah, she was very, very prominent and basically speaking up for women and stuff like that.
So saddle up, dear viewer, grab your wizarding wands and whatever other stupid shit they use in Harry Potter, and let us examine the crash and burn of Emma Watson. Emma Charlotte Duer Watson was born in Paris, France in 1990 to a pair of wealthy lawyers. So naturally she grew up with all the benefits of having...
Wait. So she was legit born with a golden spoon. Oh my, like I said, not golden, silver spoon in her mouth the entire time. Two wealthy lawyers. So she does not know the struggle. She does not know how it is to suffer. So yeah, because J.K. Rowling made like a post a couple days ago slamming her. Yeah. Rightfully so.
Wealthy parents, private schooling, tuition, multiple homes, and access to any clubs and interests she wanted to pursue. One of which turned out to be acting. Fuck me, she basically is Hermione Granger. Anyway, by 1999, a series of books about a boy wizard were turning out to be pretty popular, and work soon began on adapting them into a movie franchise. For this, they needed a bunch of child actors to play the three leads, including Hermione.
And remember, the two most prominent characters in the Harry Potter franchise, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and what's it called again? Fucking redheaded stepchild. I forgot his name already. Ronald Weasley. Two of the three people that got famous off of J.K. Rowling's books, betrayed her. Betrayed her at her time of need, when she's most vulnerable, when she is the peak of being attacked by these crazy lunatics online. Coming from death threats, rape threats, torture threats, or whatever, right? Do you know who didn't, like, betray her? James, was it Draco Malfoy? Draco Malfoy, forgot the actor's name already. Luna Lovegood, forgot the actor's name already, and the other guy, the other tall guy. I don't know, for some reason everyone thought he was attractive at the end of Harry Potter. Forgot his name already. The guy who cut the snake, whatever his name. I don't know his name, but yeah, like those three guys or those three people defended her. It's like, yeah, and Hagrid too, and then and when Hagrid died, they shit on him. That's freaking insane. Like, you would be nothing. You'd be nobody without Harry Potter. All right? And the main two people, Tom Felton, Longbottom. Thank you, Maxie Dame. Thank you. So there is a woman in chat. Neville Longbottom. Yeah. It's like they completely screwed her over, betrayed her. That's disgusting, man.
Searching soon led them to the Oxford Acting School where Watson was studying, and after no fewer than 8
Irish
auditions,
Jedi.
she was finally cast in the role. And well, all I can say about her early performances is, you can tell that she was a theatre kid, that's for fucking sure.
I'm Hermione Granger. And you are?
Piss taken aside though, for a 10-year-old that had never acted in a movie before, I guess she was fine. Daniel Radcliffe was way better though. Anyway, you don't need me to tell you that the Harry Potter movies would go on to become a global phenomenon over the next several years, keeping Watson and her co-stars so busy that she literally didn't act in anything else until 2007, when she appeared in the TV movie Ballet Shoes, a film that landed mixed reviews and didn't do a whole lot for her career. In public, the Harry Potter series was going...
So there are only like 2 other things I know that she did. This is the end where she played herself, and she played Belle in Beauty and the Beast. That's about it. Yeah, like other than that, like you can't really get like, wow, she's a phenomenal actor. Like, no, she literally is Hermione Granger. She has nothing else. She has nothing else.
From strength to strength, but behind the scenes, the cracks were starting to show. Watson and the others were burned out by the constant demands of filming and promotional tours, and when it came time...
And here's the thing. Now, I would probably have been a little bit more nicer and a little bit more lenient to Emma Watson if Emma Watson's boobs were at least half the size of Sydney Sweeney's boobs. I'm just saying, all right? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be a gooner. I'm just a pervert, okay? And if Emma Watson's boobs were at least half the size of Sydney Sweeney's boob, I would have been very, very lenient on her. But unfortunately, they're not.
To renegotiate her contract after the Goblet of Fire, she seriously considered leaving the franchise altogether. Still, she was eventually convinced to sign on again. It's amazing what a multi-million-dollar paycheck can do for a girl, isn't it? And by 2011, the series came to a
she
close
married
with
herself.
Deathly Hallows Part 2.
What a loser!
For the first time in more than a decade, Watson was on her own. She'd basically grown up with Harry Potter. She'd never had a normal childhood or lived a normal life, and she likely never would. Keep that one in mind because it'll be important later. The question now was how to escape the long shadow of Hermione Granger and forge a career of her own. Her first few outings were mostly low-budget indie movies, everything from biopics like My Week with Marilyn to romantic dramas like The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and even heist movies like Bling Ring. None of them were big hits.
Oh yeah, Bling Ring was the one where she was like dancing with like a bunch of dudes and girls and stuff like that. She was a little slut, right? Like she should like she not she is a slut, but like she acted a little like little slutty. Okay, remember that? Where she has a good face? Yeah. She has a good face. But she's light as a feather, stiff as a board. She has nothing. Nothing in the back, nothing in the front. I have more curvatures than she does. All right? Look, I'm not saying that you need to have massive boobs. What I'm trying to say that is it would be nice if she had massive boobs. That's all I'm saying.
Proved that she could be more than a mildly annoying bookworm with crappy hair. 2014 saw her move into big budget filmmaking with Darren Aronofsky's Noah, followed up by low budget thrillers Colonia and Regression.
I've never heard of these.
Or the quality of the movie, one thing that stayed consistent were the positive reviews for Watson's acting. Now in her mid-20s and arguably at the peak of her career, she was developing a reputation as an eclectic and confident performer, willing to take on challenging roles and play against type, equally at home on the big or the small
cute
screen.
At best.
An actor who wasn't just chasing fame and money, but taking on projects with actual artistic merit. Well done, Emma. Her star was rising. She was rapidly becoming the new it girl of Hollywood. Young, talented, intelligent, and sophisticated.
Yeah, zoom in on nothing.
Interviews like
zooming in on nothing.
She was a natural in front of the camera, and she held all the correct opinions on important political topics. When the Me Too movement kicked off, Emma was all over it like a fly on shit,
it is.
making speeches about feminism, establishing activism groups, and even getting appointed to the UN as their goodwill ambassador for women. Because truly, no one understands the plight of women in repressive third world regimes.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, she was very, very prominent during the Me Too movement. A lot of people got canceled during that time. And she was basically, you know, oh, hey, you know, women first, yada, 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 which is great, right? If you're talking about first and second wave feminism, but you're talking about third and fourth wave feminism, which is fucking nutballs. All right, you guys are fucking lunatics, right? I don't need a man. Anything a man can do, a woman can do better. And then, you know, and then the man is like, hey, I'm a woman now. Hey, look at my dick. I'm a woman. All right. There's no such thing as a chick with a dick. All there is a man with boobs, all right? That's all we're getting. There's no chicks with dicks. There's man with boobs, okay? That's it. Look, and I don't want to see any of that shit. And she should know that, all right? She should want to be safe. But the thing is that she grew up with a silver spoon in her entire mouth. And then she's like, oh, I don't know how it feels like to be this or that. Like you have no idea what regular girls go through.
Better than a multi-millionaire, privately educated theater kid Hollywood actress that's never held a normal job in her entire life.
Really?
But more on that later. Pretty soon, Watson wasn't content just to make speeches in front of rooms full of elderly politicians who probably wish they were literally anywhere else. She was bringing her activism directly into the movies she starred in. The live-action Beauty and the Beast was rewritten at her request to make Belle into an inventor and engineer.
What? That was her fault? I hate this version of the movie. Version sucks.
Because
girls get it done.
Her political worldview could best be described as
cringe.
I support current thing, also known as the Mark Ruffalo technique.
Gay!
No matter the issue, no matter the complexity or the nuance, you could pretty much guarantee that Emma Watson would be right there in the thick of it, pushing whatever the progressive consensus happened to be at the time. She was less of a person with her own opinions and ideas, and more like a series of safe, politically correct talking points wrapped up in a flesh suit, all delivered with the kind of sneering, upper-class British disdain that can only truly come from playing life on easy mode from the day she was born.
True.
But just like an overloaded cauldron filled with the wrong ingredients, problems were a brewing, dear viewer. Remember the lady who wrote all those wizarding books? Well, it turns out she'd become quite rich and famous over the years, and as a big raging progressive feminist.
Like I said, J.K. Rowling is a hardcore feminist as well. She's crazy left, hardcore feminist. She agrees with 99% of what these liberal leftards believe in, besides one, the trans issue. All right. You can't be a woman unless you're born a woman. You cannot be a man and identify as a woman. Just because you're a man, you're a dude with boobs, you're a man with boobs, doesn't mean you're a woman, right? There's no chicks with dicks. There's only mans with boobs. And goddamn, she looks good here. Man, look, I'm not saying anything, but man, she looks good here. For an older lady, oh, I'll hit that. I'll hit it.
Herself, she and Emma were marching in lockstep on almost every issue. All except one. It turns out that the Wizarding Lady had a few issues with the T part of LGBT and began voicing her concerns with increasing volume. And the reaction from the other side was, well, how can I put this? Now Emma was in a bit of a tricky spot because she'd made it her mission in life to support current thing, but now the Wizarding Lady, who she owed her entire career and stardom to, was openly attacking one of the most sacred parts of current thing. What to do? Should she?
Phil loves MILFs? Unfortunately, as you get older, chat, as you get older, there are no more MILFs. There are just girls your age with kids. All right? Unfortunately, that's the thing. I'm 37. They're just women with kids your age.
Stand firm beside her friend of 20 years and back her up? Should she maintain a dignified silence and refuse to get drawn into a fight that wasn't hers? Or should she turn her back on the Wizarding Lady, hang her out to dry, and make increasingly passive-aggressive attacks against her? I think you can guess which one she chose. And the thing is, that all worked great when Emma seemed to be on the side of current thing and the Wizarding Lady definitely wasn't. The problem with current thing though is that eventually it tends to change, and by 2025 the cultural winds had shifted dramatically. Public opinion on the issue was changing, and suddenly the Wizarding...
And I would say in 2025, what were the major changes that happened between 2024 and 2025? Elon Musk buying X Twitter and Donald Trump becoming president, right? So with that, a lot of normalcy comes with it. Now, can Donald Trump and JD Vance and his administration do a lot better? Of course they can, but a lot of things have been changing. You could feel the winds shifting the sails around. You can tell that things are changing. Things are starting to be a little different, right? There's more people who are coming out and saying things that are against it. Like if you think about it, back in 2016 during Trump's first term, you can't really say a lot of these things, and because once Elon Musk bought out Twitter and changed it to X, that's when a lot of things started to change, and a lot of things, the mask off moments of a lot of these people, and plus J.K. Rowling, she's a billionaire, so nothing can really affect her now. Well, in terms of her being canceled, right? Because she's smart and, with her money and stuff like that, with all the contracts. But yeah, it's just, people are just waking up to these bullshit. And here's the thing, we allowed this bullshit to happen for far too long now. We allowed this shit to happen for like 10, 20 years. Oh, live and let live. Oh, do whatever you want as long as it doesn't, you're not shoving it down my throat. Oh, do anything you want as long as it's not in the middle of the street. Oh, you're having sex in the middle of the street as long as I don't see it. Oh, I have to freaking, acknowledge you having sex in the middle of the street with another man? And that shit happens here in Southern California, in West Hollywood during Pride parades. You see dudes having sex with other dudes, dudes peeing in other dudes' mouth in public, and they're saying this shit is okay in front of kids. All right? You had a freaking wannabe freaking man, fucking full-on dude, no boobs, no freaking long hair, nothing, hairy ass dude, hairier than Beardo, going into the Wii Spa in Hollywood, in Koreatown area in LA, going into the girl section. We allowed the shit to happen for far too long, and now it's been normalized. It's like, well, you guys never said anything back then. Why are you saying anything now? We did say it, but hey, we want to let bygones be bygones. We want to be nice. We want to be tolerant. Fuck that noise, man. We're done with this nonsense.
Lady wasn't seen as the evil witch who had to be defeated anymore. Now people were beginning to actually listen and even openly support her, and it began to occur to Emma that she might have backed the wrong horse on this one.
Fuck.
So what to do? Stand her ground and maintain her position even if it wasn't so popular anymore? Or do a complete about face and pretend like she'd never disagreed with the Wizarding Lady in the first place? Well, the answer came on September the 24th on Jay Shetty's On Purpose
Beardo Catching
podcast,
Strays?
where Emma claimed that she loved the Wizarding Lady.
Beardo is a lumberjack, bro. Like, he is a hairy dude. I'm pretty sure he has like chest hair, arm hair, ass hair. I can't grow any facial hair. I get like, I could grow a little like pricklies here and there, but my body, I'm a fucking dolphin. I'm slippery. I'm moist. I'm wet. I'm a fucking dolphin. All right. Beardo has a lot of I don't know what it is. I'm just one of those Asians that are fucking slippery.
And supported her and would always be open to talking with her.
Bullshit!
Oh, really? That's interesting coming from someone who spent half a decade publicly shitting on her. Now, if you were feeling forgiving, you could probably write this whole thing off as a slightly cowardly but very pragmatic decision by someone who senses the political sands moving beneath her and doesn't want to get pulled down by them. And that might have been all she wrote, except this particular interview came to the attention of the wizarding lady, who until now had stayed pretty quiet on the topic of young Emma. Not anymore, as it turned out, when she decided to deliver the mother of all dressing downs a couple of days later.
And here's the thing, you know that J.K. Rowling is a phenomenal writer. She is look at like the way she writes. It's like, man, it's like you could feel like you're cutting into someone with a fucking like hot, burning, flaming knife. Like, bam, pussy. I read this entire thing a couple of days ago. It is
Twitter post calling Watson as a spineless grifter, a shameless opportunist, a fair weather friend, and a spoiled, privileged brat that had never worked a day in her life and was only trying to cozy up to her.
I love this here. It was right. Emma has so little experience of real life. She's ignorant of how ignorant she is. She is
politically safe now. Damn, bro, I've seen Mortal Kombat fatalities that were more forgiving than this. I've seen many a debate, many a scathing put down and brutal rebuttal in my time, but never in all of my days have I witnessed a person publicly dismantled with such brutal finesse.
She got nuked from orbit.
It wasn't just a takedown, it was a full-scale verbal evisceration, and proof that if there's one group of people you really don't want to piss off in the online space, it's fucking writers. Especially billionaire writers with hundreds of millions of fans behind them who built their entire careers out of basically nothing. With that one post, Emma Watson's public persona was transformed from a slightly preachy but relatively respected activist to the living personification of everything that people find so repellent about Hollywood actors. The smug, patronizing, I know better than you attitude, the echo chamber mentality that comes from a life of privilege and luxury, the mindlessly predictable conformity masquerading as sophisticated.
Can we just agree with one thing? Bangs like hers should be a fucking crime. All right? Excuse me. Those bangs are a goddamn crime. All right? You either grow out your bangs, you either part them down the middle or have side swept bangs, or just grow them out. All right? What is this nonsense? It's like, oh, I'm gonna cut my hair like this, right? I'm gonna grab a bunch of my hair, I'm gonna go like this, and it's gonna look great. And then it fucking looks like this, you're like, oh shit! You guys seen those before, right? Where these girls trying to cut their own bangs? That's awful. That's awful. Why would you? And it's not even straight. It's like, it's like, she's like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need my haircut, but it has to be done like really, really terribly. Where can I go? Let's go to Chinatown, right? And this lady's like, okay, white woman, what you want to do right now? It's like, I want my hair to be cut, please. I want some fringe bangs. Okay, no problem, sit down. Okay, you Emma Watson, right? The Harry Potter. Okay, you gonna give me good tip? Actually, I don't have cash. Okay, no problem. Auntie, cut your hair for you. And then fucks her up. That's what I would do.
Intellectualism, and worst of all, the willingness to abandon any position the moment it becomes unpopular. She wasn't just opinionated and insufferable, she was a coward. And for someone who built their entire brand on fearlessly speaking truth to power, well, that was the most damaging revelation of all. So what's next for Emma Watson?
It's
Can
over.
She possibly claw her way back from this?
She probably
her
can.
Movie career basically ended 5 years ago when she pulled the plug on acting to focus on activism, so I don't really know if there's any momentum.
No, I think she's cooked. I think Emma Watson's done. She's not gonna be able to recover from that eviscerated message the evisceration that she got from J.K. Rowling. I think she's done.
Momentum left behind her, even if she wanted to make a comeback. She's 35 now, which isn't exactly old, but it ain't exactly young either, and it's definitely not a good age to try to build your career back up after wasting your prime years in the wilderness. She's not likely to make much progress as an activist either now that her cover's been blown, and she's willing to soften her position on the whole tea issue, because if there's one thing that particular group of activists won't accept, it's betrayal. So it kind of feels
and here's the thing. She said that she still she still respects her or something like that. She still respects no. You cannot like in a way apologize or show respect towards the person that's on the opposite team, all right? Emma Watson, you have chosen your side. All right. Don't come out and say, "Oh, I actually, I still believe in her. I still, I think she's a great person." No. You fucked up. Do not apologize, all right? Because your apologies will not be accepted.
She's fucked either way.
Yes.
Emma Watson really is proof that if you stand for nothing, well, you'll fall for anything. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Go away now. Yeah, so basically what happened in the last video that I made in the last stream, she did a handwritten note that she gave to like a person that knows J.K. Rowling personally, and this is the note that says that, "Oh, I'm sorry what you're going through, yada yada yada," and that basically was the straw that broke the camel's back for J.K. Rowling. She was like, "Nah, you have my phone number, you have my contact information. If you want to apologize, talk to me personally." This fucking note, what is this? Fucking 2001, you're passing fucking love notes in class? Call me like a fucking adult. You have my number. But she didn't. She didn't do that. And during the peak of J.K. Rowling's, people attacking her and shit like that, all she can do is give her a note. Nah, you are done. You are freaking done. I don't care if you get implants. I don't care if your ass gets bigger. It's over for you. It's over. And plus, where are the boobies? Huh? I don't see the boobies, okay? Like I say, if you bring in the boobie, if you are half as big as Sydney Sweeney over here, I will maybe give you a little more tolerance, a little more leniency. But no boobie, Uncle Phil, no likey. But yeah, that's a good video. Another good video from The Drinker. Here it is. This is the video. Go ahead and check it out. Go and give it a like if you guys haven't already seen it. But there it is. Yeah. So, yep. This is, of course, another great video. A lot of people liking it. But yeah, man, this is what she deserves. The apologies not accepted. You can go fuck yourself, Emma Watson. 100% heartfelt.